Hey guys, what's up? First of all, I want to say thank you for everyone and all your advice and tips and tricks on the last video. That was very helpful. A lot of companies I never even heard of that you guys suggested to check out as far as where to buy the parts. Very, very helpful. So I'm going to look at as many as I can and figure out who's got what and, you know, compare the prices and the brands and the availability. Some of them are on back order and stuff. So I'm going to be working on that the next few days and getting the parts ordered that I need to get and trying to reuse the parts that I can. Darren, Monday, he's gonna come out. We're gonna get together and start tackling this cab and bed. Start with the cab first, get the windshield out and get all this stuff off of here and start getting it ready for paint. Basically, I mean, it needs to be all, you know, sanded down, stripped down. Oh, and by the way, a good friend of mine, Roy, came out a few months ago and showed me how to do some body work. He actually filled in these holes here. And he filled in a bunch of holes that were on the roof. Did a really nice job. And that was really my first attempt ever at doing body work. I think this was the area right here that I worked on. And he's got a technique where he uses like, I think he calls it tiger hair. I think it's like a fiberglass. So he'll use that to fill in some big holes. And then he'll kind of carve it down with a cheese grater or whatever it is. And then maybe put a little, cover it with a little bit of filler. And then sand it down a little bit and put some primer on there. He did a great job. He's been working on old Ford trucks for a long time. He's a really good friend of my brother's, and I met him through my brother many, many years ago. And Roy, I appreciate that, buddy. Here's some footage of Roy and me and my brother a few months ago working on this truck. Check it out. Done. Done. We're done. Just barely. It's done. You got it. You're done. Flat. Flat? Yeah. Push the air up and go back to work. Without sand and then you paint it. Okay. You use 240 and prime it and paint it. I'm just partial to 180. With 240, anything coarser than 240, you'll see it if you paint it. Right. So 240 is that's a break off. As low as you want to go. Well, to start coarse, just go as coarse as necessary. Right. But you could finish this with 240. I'm partial to using 180 instead of 240. Okay. I'm buying basically 2 instead of 3.
So if you were going to paint this whole door, you just do that same, you know, just DA the whole door with like 240 or 180. Yeah. Get it smooth.
Got it. Learned a lot today. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. That was, yeah, I really enjoyed working with Roy and having him show me some of his old school tricks and tips on how to do body work. It was cool. So what am I going to do today? I'm not going to talk the whole time, am I? Let's see if we get this thing off here. All right, the first thing I need to do is get this thing lifted up a little bit. All right, let's see if we can get this thing off of here. figure out if I can undo all these. Get some pictures of them, some videos. This, man, I need to get a new, this cart is trashed. All right, we're looking at 7/16 here. There's a bolt here, here. I'm gonna need an extension for that one. Let's see what we got here. You guys with me? All right. That was pretty easy. There's a nut on the other side that fell out. Oh man. That one is rusted. Let's see if you guys can see that. That one is not going to be easy to get off. What else do we got? So we got some that come from the inside out and some from the outside in. So there was 1, 2, 3 from out here. It looks like the other ones come from the inside, so let's go inside and see what we have. All right, there's where one of them came out there. So there's one there. There's a bolt flathead there. It's weird. All right, so let me get that off. That one. And there's probably some more hidden up in here. There's a wire right there going somewhere. And there's a lever here. It's probably gonna have to come off. See that? And what else? I don't know. I'm gonna dig around on this. But you guys can kind of see what's going on there. Look at how, I don't know if that's the, looks like there's supposed to be a filter right there. All right, let's see if we can get that open. So the one that's all rusted out outside, I got the bolt from the backside loose. It's up in there. I was able to get to it. You can see the tip right there. So there is one more. I got to knock that out somehow. All right, we got the nut off of that bolt from the inside. Now I'm gonna hit that with the screwdriver and tap on it and see if it'll come loose. I would imagine that cable is completely shot. It is now, anyway. All right. I don't know if we can save that or not, but it's off. What else is connected here? All right, so we got this last, as far as I can tell, this last one here, I can't see the inside where it is, so we might end up cutting this, just cut it off here, pull it off. If I can get to it. If I can get in there. with a little cutter, cut that. Let me see if I can get in there and cut that off, because I don't see it on the inside. All right, let's see if we can cut this thing off here. This will fit. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. It's still screwed into this bracket here. Yeah, like this bracket is actually screwed into that thing. Like this one here. So it's threaded through this clip. I should have tried to Let me see if I can cut that clip off, I guess. Maybe. There we go. Is that working? Probably needed that clip, huh? Probably a better way to do this. Oh well. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it won't be fine. Maybe it won't be fine. I don't know. Come. I don't know. Probably something else I was supposed to do. Oh, look at that freaking big hole. Good Lord. Can't imagine this thing worked. I don't know. See if we can undo this. You guys getting all this? All right, well, that's the evaporator core, right? Doesn't look too bad. I mean, there's some junk in there, but it's not like it's not clogged. There's a couple nests, wasp nests in here. So this thing needs to come off. It went here. And this thing needs to come off. Let's see if we can get this off. Let me get my other hand on there. But yeah, there's a little bit of a mess here. A little bit. All right, it's a good thing we got that off of there. All right, let's see if we can get this clip off here. Is it just that one side? Yeah. There we go. This thing. Something's in there, bro. This whole rubber thing needs to come off. Oh, there's some funky water coming out of there. This whole thing needs to come out. There we go. There it is. All right, there it is. Check it out. Evaporator core, blower motor, and I'm assuming this is the heater and the air conditioning core. So yeah, there it is. There's a ground cable and there's a lever in here. There's a bunch of junk in here. Look at that old rusty water that came out of there. So it's probably shot. I don't know if this can be saved or if it's better just to get an aftermarket unit. All right, guys, let me know if you've ever done this. If you just deleted it, or if you reconditioned it, or if there's another system that's more efficient and easier to use. Let me know, because I would like to get air conditioning in this truck. It gets extremely hot here in Florida, and not just hot, but humid. So it's a sweaty, wet, steamy hot. If we can get air conditioning, that'd be awesome. If let me know your thoughts on this. That is the evaporator core, heater core area, and there's the compressor there. Obviously we need new hoses. Probably have to open that thing up and make sure it still moves and convert it to the correct refrigerant and all that stuff. And this whole thing probably has to be gone through, and I don't even know if it's worth saving. So let me know your thoughts on that. I'm gonna vacuum some of this junk up real quick and then see if we can chip away at pulling this stuff off, because I want to be able to paint all this nice and new. Yeah, and drop my flashlight. But yeah, you can kind of get a better look here. We're gonna cut this out, possibly put a new patch in here, and get all this cleaned up and sanded and painted. It's gonna look really nice. It's gonna look really nice. Patch what we can and use some filler and whatever we need to make it look good. Hopefully Darren will be able to come out this week and we'll get some good footage of the body work being done. Let me see if I can get some more of this stuff off of here. When I took all this stuff out originally, you know, I documented it as I was pulling stuff out. So this harness is still sitting in here. I can't tell you what this stuff went to, but I have pictures and photos and videos somewhere of all this. So hopefully we can figure it out. This is the speedometer. And got some hoses in here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these hoses out. Vacuum hoses. There's another one there. It looks like it. Oh, shoot. Well, I'm not sure what this thing goes to. That connects there. This is like a little cable channel. That goes over there. Hopefully we'll be able to figure this out. I'm not sure what this is, but it's, I mean, they were about to pop anyway. Gotta figure out where that's going to. But yeah, I took a bunch of pictures and I've also got the video. So hopefully we can go back. And this is a windshield sprayer. Sprays fluid up on the windshield here. These hoses are all shot out. These aren't actually that bad, but there's one here. We'll get these off. I need to get the wipers off. I need to get this thing off. Probably some rusted out screws holding it in. This is some kind of cable holder, hose holder. That doesn't look factory. I don't know, maybe it is. This looks factory. That looks like something somebody added. Yeah. Some of the stuff's probably not going to be used again. I don't know where that cable went right there. It's a ground cable to something. I'll have to look back at some of the old footage and figure out where some of this stuff went. But like, I want to undo this so we can clean it. It's obviously a ground for the wiring harness. And this goes to where we just took off the blower, power, and you know, this is all part of the air conditioning system. So we'll pull this off. We'll pull that ground cable off. Get that cable out of there, get all these clips off and all that stuff off of there so we can get it clean. looks like copper. I guess it is copper, yeah. So I need to get that off of there. All right. Those things. Those are like old clips that are all broken off. Oh, you guys can't see. Man, what a mess. You can see where somebody is in here. At some point, they tapped in here. This one's all chewed up. I might just cut this. This stuff is super brittle. And some of these wires are chewed up in a couple spots. Not real bad, but I'm gonna undo this one here. The orange, thick orange wire goes to this black connector, which goes to the blower evaporator core that we disconnected earlier. Let's see what else we can disconnect. Clean this up a little bit. You know, I'm almost thinking we could cut these. There's a couple that are nicked. There's one nicked there, and these have already been replaced. We could I don't know what that went to, but it is boogered up on the inside pretty good. Man, I was hoping we could reuse this. All of these are, you know, red and blue. This is completely red. This is yellow. They all have their own color, and none of them are the same. Although there's a brown. There's two browns there. Why are there two browns? I'm really tempted to just cut this. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. A couple of these wires need to be cleaned up anyway. And they're all marked. I wanna cut this one a little bit shorter. These three wires come over here. That brown wire is weird because it goes, okay, that's right. There's two brown wires. It's actually just one. It goes down and I guess it comes back up and comes over here, jumps over here. I'm going to try to cut these in a good place. We'll see what happens. Well, no going back now. I'm gonna leave this orange one alone because it's got a cool little connector on it. I don't want to mess it up. But these, I think, so those three went to that one. And we can get these cleaned up. And then this blue one I'm gonna cut. There's only one blue. This got a stripe on it. This is a solid blue. So I'm gonna cut these. There's a big fat wire right there. All right, let's do this. I want these to be a little bit longer. And then there's that fat wire. And then there's the orange wire, which I'm gonna leave alone right now. Guess I don't have to, but it's all right. All right, let the comments roll. Will we ever get this thing back together? I don't know. All right. I don't know if we'll ever get this thing back together, but there was these three here. And then there was all of these. This fat one, and then this orange one. There's a green wire coming through here. Speedometer cable, and then we got this harness here, which I'm not gonna mess with this one. This one looks pretty good. I'll double check it, but I think we're good on this one. And this one's a little easier to manage. You kind of just tie it up out of the way or something. This one's a freaking mess, so. There it is. And some of those were actually chewed up pretty bad, so I need to go through all that. Who knows, maybe we'll end up pulling the whole harness out and putting a new one in. I'm not sure yet, but that's about where I wanted to get today, so that's pretty good. I think I'll wait on the windshield, and we'll do that when Darren's here. But I think basically we're just going to take a razor blade and cut through here. I gotta figure out how to get these windshield wipers off too. Yeah, it's a little rough in here. This piece is all seized up here and just kind of broke loose right from this little bracket right here. So we might have to order a new one of these or see if we can clean this up and fix it. There's a seal that goes right here that just kind of is all gnarly. So we should be able to fix that. This cable's gonna need to be replaced probably. It's pretty rough shape. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. We gotta fix it up and work with what we got. We'll end up taking these off, taking this axis cover off, get this cleaned up as best we can. I might just leave this here. I don't think those will be in the way too much. Anything that's rubber or can be taken off, we'll take it off. But yeah, that'll let us get in here and clean really good. We might just pull this whole box out of there from the inside. You can see there was all kinds of nests and stuff up in there. So there's who knows what's up in there. Let's see, that's supposed to open and close like that. And there's something here too that opens and closes. So I don't know if one of these is, not sure how that works. Is one air conditioning and one heat? Maybe. Not sure, I'll find out. But we're getting there.